Yo, y'all ready for the Monster Mash?
Oh.
Because we about to fight some pocket monsters and mash them into potatoes. Hi, I'm Aden. Welcome to the episode.
Yo, welcome back.
Yeah. We're officially
I forget.
in spooky month. So
We are.
Hopefully y'all are enjoying that.
I think there's only gonna be like 2 episodes.
This is actually the last. No, we have 2 actually, because the 30th of October is a Wednesday, so you'll have one right before Halloween.
That's dope.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Do you do anything for Halloween?
I did like all the trick or treat
used
shit for a while, as you do as a young boy. Now it's just kind of like we eat candy and we just eat it by ourselves. Occasionally other kids come over and take it, but for the most part, like, just me eating a bunch of Reese's peanut butter cups in my room. So it's about it, really.
That's honestly a mover. No, it's a haunter.
Look at this mo. I love this sprite. Such a good sprite of him.
It's dope.
Yeah,
It's really dope. I love it. The like red around the hand is really cool.
I concur. So you know what's interesting about like this line in particular is ghost types are super effective against psychics, right? That's like always been their thing. But because this line also is part poison for some reason, poison's weak to psychic, and so like the one thing that they're good at, it also gets fucked by psychic types. So that's a bit of an oof.
That is a bit of an oof, I agree. Well, speaking of...
Yeah, hit him up with something.
We have Psychic.
Yeah. Watch this shit.
That's gonna be epic right there. Boom! Get out of here, bitch!
That doesn't work on, like, any other ghost type but this line. So, like, it's so funny.
Can't fuck with me.
Gas?
Oh!
Ooh-woo?
Yo.
They should all say a-woo instead.
But yeah, I never did anything for Halloween, really, growing up. We were very much entered the purified and protected zone. Oh, that's hype.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So now you can come back here, too, and heal up anytime.
That's so freaking epic.
It's reusable, too, so you can just spam that bitch.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But yeah, I never did anything for Halloween growing up. My mother would usually like go buy some candy for us. So like we had candy, but we never did the whole trick or treat thing.
Oh, I see.
Partly because my neighborhood was just not good in the first place. So I walk around neighborhood,
a little sketchy,
wasn't a good idea.
Little ooh,
yeah,
little yikes.
So we just didn't do any of the Halloween stuff. Like we saw some movies. We'd watch like the Disney Channel original Halloween movies. But yeah,
I've probably seen
like,
Halloween
I never really
Town
think about it a whole lot.
More times than I want to.
I'm trying to rewatch those. I wanted to do it for Your Everyday Nerd, but I'll probably do that like next year or something because I got some other shit I want to do this year.
Fair enough.
But I remember liking them as a kid. I'm sure they do not hold up at all.
I'm pretty sure they do not hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll rewatch Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown every year because I love that short. But like aside from that, it's about it really.
Yeah. You're not a fan of horror movies though.
No, so I don't really get into that aspect of it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I want to get more into horror movies because I like the concept a good bit, but because I didn't watch rated R movies until I turned 18, there's like I've seen maybe like 3 or 4 horror films in general.
I think for me it's just like I know it's obviously fake and it's not anything real, but I feel like I have some form of anxiety or whatever that just makes watching those movies not fun for me.
That's fair.
To where, like, even the thought of something potentially happening will make me so anxious to the point where, like, I'm not having a good time. Basically.
No, that makes sense. I mean, most people have a natural anxiety towards horror films.
Sure.
And that's supposed to be the appeal of it. It's like getting scared is fun.
Not for me, I don't think.
Yeah, that's fair. My thing is, I see them more as comedies. Like,
Sure.
especially if I'm watching it with other people.
Right. That can be fun with other people.
Because you can laugh at other people being scared. That's
true.
always fun.
Seeing other people suffering is really just the biggest form of comedy, I believe.
It's, you know, it's the human condition.
It is, sure is.
I don't know. Like, I may actually not even enjoy a whole lot of horror films. I have no idea. I just know that I've seen a couple that I do like. Like, I like the Final Destination movies a good bit.
Right.
But that's because they have a particular gimmick with them.
The spookiest thing of all is how Zach's Your Everyday Nerd Channel's most viewed video is a Final Destination video.
I'm trying to think. Do we need to go up from here? I can't remember.
Yeah, keep going up.
I think we go up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Going up the
Just trying to
tower.
remember. Yeah. Those videos are still like my most viewed videos. Fucking talking about Final Destination movies.
'Cause it's so spooky. So spooky.
And it's taught me a couple of things about YouTube. Like, number one, it doesn't matter how good your video is. If you talk about something somebody else is interested in, you'll get views.
That's true, yeah.
So like, there's that. That's why I'm interested in like some of the side projects I'm doing, because I have a feeling just because they're more niche that they're gonna do significantly better
Right.
than my actual good content.
There's definitely something to be said for like finding a market that like hasn't been used or exploited or whatever.
Yeah.
And putting yourself into that, especially if you already have like the skills available to just put yourself in that market and really take advantage of it. And it's also like a lot of stuff on YouTube, especially in certain communities, sort of the same things get covered over and over again. Like if you're in the tech community, you talk about iPhones. If you're in the Nintendo community, you talk about like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, right? If you're in the film community, you talk about the Oscar-nominated films and the big blockbusters. But like the thing about all those communities, there's so much room to talk about all sorts of things. And we don't really go into that a whole lot because we'd rather like stick within the safe, big, guaranteed money-making topics. When YouTube has shown us time and time again that going outside the box and going outside those boundaries can actually make your channel bigger.
It's so dope. It's so dope. And it really... It's excited me a lot more about YouTube in general, just because it's fun to talk about something that not a whole lot of people are talking about.
I agree.
And yeah, like you said, it can sometimes even be more beneficial, so it's cool. What am I doing? I want to start getting some of these other boys leveled up some.
That's true.
We still don't have that EXP share because my ass have not gone around trying to collect more Pokemon.
Gotta
We
catch
should
them
be able to
all.
get that soon enough.
Gotta catch them all.
I think I need to evolve the
Switch them out.
yeah, he doesn't do nothing here. I need to evolve our Meowth off camera.
Yeah.
We've got a Ghastly now. We may end up using him. I have no idea.
He's
I don't
good.
know how good he is.
The thing is, like, after
Okay.
Haunter, we have to trade, so it'll be another bra situation where we can't fully get him up to where we need
Oh. Fuck.
to. So,
Okay.
which I'm surprised.
so
I figured we
frustrating.
would have capped at bra by now, but even as a Kadabra, he is still killing it. So,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I wish there was a way to trade through emulators. I'm sure there is. I just gotta look into it because I would love
It
to
might be
get an
worth checking out.
Alakazam in our file somehow
Me too.
because he is so good.
Me too. That'd be dope. That's something we're checking out before, maybe before the next session, or at some point. Really,
No,
it
sure.
doesn't matter when. Just at some point.
We are still like have so much of the series left to record and do that I'm not worried about it right now.
Yeah, it's wild because it really just started getting open ended recently. The last few episodes, I guess.
It's something I appreciate a lot about these games, especially from a modern Pokemon perspective, where it feels a lot of the time like you're on one linear railroaded path. When from the beginning, Pokemon has always been good at really opening things up, exploring, catching mons, and giving the player like infinite amount of choice.
That's so dope.
It's weird that newer games don't lean into that more.
Yeah, you would think. I feel like with Sword and Shield, it looks like it's going to be more open world-esque.
With the wild areas, for sure, they're definitely trying to expand it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
It's pretty dope.
It's weird to also think too, because like, not many people are asking for like RPGs to go open world, right? Like usually RPGs are associated with a good story, and if you want to have a good story, typically the game has to be pretty linear to begin with.
Exactly.
I think Pokemon's just an interesting case because of... Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
We might be able to get a Haunter right now, everybody. This will be dope.
I'm just trying to see what he does. Because I don't want to kill him in one hit.
You should.
Does he have Curse available?
He will, yeah.
Okay, if he can curse, that means half of his health will go down, so that'll be good.
Putting him to sleep too will also help.
Yeah, I might just take a Great Ball and
Chuck it out.
hit it up.
Yeah, see if this works.
We got enough of them. We got like 12. That's hype. I don't even have to do the level up to get the Pokédex entry.
Fuck.
No. That's fine. I'm gonna throw another one at him.
Yeah, go ahead. We got like, what, 12? 11? We're good.
Yeah. Alright, come on.
Come on.
Get this bitch.
3. Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
That's hype.
Another entry.
Okay. We're closer to that 50. I want that EXP share so bad.
Every other game gives it to you like really early on. This is the only one that's like you better work for it.
Hey, Aiden, close your eyes right quick.
Okay, not looking at the screen.
I'll tell you when to open it.
Alright.
Alright.
I just saw a
Open
B,
it
that's
up.
all I saw. Boo!
Are you scared? Here we go.
Man, these nicknames have been on fire recently. You just really brought your A
They've
game.
been on fire red.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I want to die.
I'm well aware.
I want to die. There's a trend on TikTok right now where like somebody sees a word like boob and then they get rid of the last B and then they just act like they're really, really scared.
It's high level humor. I'm a fan of that.
It's pretty good. TikTok is something that, like, my problem is right now, looking back on some of the TikToks that I've made, because I am way more into that than I should be. I don't know whether... I can't tell the difference between which ones are ironic and which ones are unironic at this point.
Sure, it gets harder and harder, I think.
Because it's like it's fun to do them. I think it's just like stupid humor most of the time.
We're big fans. We're big fans. Of
Being a little
stupid humor
childish is
around here.
surprisingly fun. I gotta go back around and get that other motherfucker.
Gotta get all the items.
Oh, okay. I think we already fought this one anyways. Another one?
Wow!
That's
What's
pretty
the
epic.
deal with Haunter? He just shows up. And what do you... That's it. That's all I have.
I feel like Jerry Seinfeld's been a very reoccurring plot thread in this series, which is good.
We had a Pokemon named Jerry. I don't know. It's gonna come
it's
up.
great. It's pretty epic, honestly. When this series is over, I want to binge it.
Oh yeah, it'll be
Rewatch
so
everything.
much fun.
I think it'll be
much fun.
enjoyable.
We don't have any healing items, so I don't know what you're doing.
A full hill.
That's for statuses.
Oh, well.
I guess we're okay.
Well.
Oh boy.
Well.
Oh wait.
Boom.
I forgot about this shit.
Let's go.
Cool.
I mean, obviously.
Very epic.
We gotta fight more of these motherfuckers. But, like, honestly, I think it was worth it. We're getting some level ups on a couple of
Oh,
these
sure.
anyways, so that's good. Let's shift him out.
We needed it for sure.
So I got a question for you.
Oh yeah. before the Honor thing came up, I was
Oh yeah.
I was in this whole deal about like I think Pokemon's just an interesting example because the stories have never really been that involved in the first place.
This is true.
So I feel like this series in particular really could open itself up to being more open world as it continues along. And sort of creating your own story, kind of like in Breath of the Wild or other open world games. That was it. That was all I was going to say. But the Honor thing distracted me.
No, I think you're right. I think that's kind of cool. It's weird because I know there's so many generations of these games now, and as someone who hasn't played them at all, like I have no idea where the series goes. But I'm kind of concerned at how little it seems like the series has evolved, which is funny considering the entire games are based.
Cubone.
Based around evolution. You would think that the series would evolve more, but like.
That's true. Well, the way I kind of describe it, and this is actually like during the Dragon Quest series, Kyle was like, Dragon Quest is this huge ass RPG. But it didn't really change a whole lot entry to entry.
Makes sense.
They're very kind of casual, laid-back sort of RPGs that don't rely a whole lot on like grinding and a lot of big complicated battles. They're very simple, fun, and easy to play. And I think Pokemon, to that same effect, is also sort of like a laid-back kind of RPG. You make of it what you make of it, and like, it's not the best at particularly anything, but it does enough things right, I believe. In the whole capturing monsters angle of it is always going to be what sets it apart from other series. So like, that could be a bad thing, but it could also be like, we have so many variations of a good game that like you can have infinite favorites. So like, I don't know. I think there's good to that necessarily. I would like to see it get outside of its box every once in a while. T-Bone. Oh god.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'd like to see it get outside of its box every once in a while, but I'm also a fan of just the casual nature of it all, I think, too.
I think that makes sense. I mean, it started out, it still is going to be like a mobile game anyways. Like, you're able to play it on the go. So...
That's its strength,
that is, yeah, it works really well to do that. So that kind of makes sense. For it to be more casual. But I don't know. I think it would be cool if maybe Sword and Shield or the next game after that, like, digged a little deeper and tried to do some extra things with it.
I think the wilding thing about that in particular is I know you've just now started saying it because you were like getting into the franchise, right? But like that sort of sentiment that you just said has been around for almost 10 years now. I'm not surprised. So like, and then changes will come here and there. Like some games will try to change it up a little bit or do a little something different. And they tend to be not the most highly reviewed ones of the bunch. So like, that's a tough balance to have. But like, especially now that it's on a home console with the Switch and like we're going from a 3DS to a Switch, like expectations are going to start rising. Standards are going to start rising. And I'm interested to see if Game Freak can actually like rise to the occasion and meet those challenges because they're not developing on itty bitty little portables anymore. They're on like high tech hardware now.
Right.
So.
Gone intruders. Okay. Whoa. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Now can we catch...
That's what you needed it for.
Can we catch this boy or no?
No. You have to kill it.
Damn.
Or, if you want...
Oh, that's not...
Remember the Pokédoll we got?
Yeah.
We can run away from this fight.
Okay.
With the Pokédoll. Because, like, normally the option isn't available. Like, you can't click run here. But, like, if you wanted to skip the boss fight and, like, go for speedrun strats, you could use the Pokédoll and get out of there.
That's cool. We don't need it, but that's cool.
Oh, right. We're, like, busted. So, like, it doesn't matter. But you can't catch it.
That's unfortunate. That's dope. Cool. Ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. Mother Spirit was canceled.
Ha, got you.
Parts of the afterlife.
Cool.
That's dope. More battles. Oh, what?
We're at like the end of it here.
Heck yeah.
So. But like that Marowak was kind of like Team Rocket kind of took it away from its mother or whatever,
Okay.
and kind of used it for nefarious purposes. It died, and then obviously got pissed in the afterlife and stayed in the tower.
Right.
But now by beating it, you have freed it, and now Cubone will be all happy about it. So there you go.
That's pretty epic.
It's shown a lot more in the Let's Go games. Like, they have cutscenes and all sorts of shit. Here, it's just, like, it kind of mention it. And you're just supposed to, like, be like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It adds another unique element to this Lavender Town area that I think is really cool.
Yeah, I like that. About to use another.
You were going to ask me a question earlier.
Yeah,
And
I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
I know we still got a while to go for this series, and I definitely, we definitely want to finish this before we try to plan anything else. But I'm kind of curious, like, do we want to try to play more generations of these games on the channel in the future?
It'd be wild.
It would be wild, I agree.
I guess, like... Yeah, I guess they all are available on emulators, I guess.
Yeah.
So... we could go through every game. The DS ones would be a little bit weird, because the two-screen stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you'd want to record that. But for the first three, like 1, 2, and 3, we can crush.
That'd be cool.
So.
Like, maybe, definitely not, like, immediately, but at some point, I think it'd be cool to play them. Because, I mean, I want to play them personally at some point. So it just depends on whether we record it or not.
Absolutely. There's a lot I want to play with you in general, and this Fire Red series has kind of been like, here it is still.
Let's get this finished, please. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to do Pokemon right after it, but definitely in the future, for sure.
I really, really want them to put all these fucking games on the Switch.
I do too.
Because then I could actually, number one, it'd be easier to record them than compared to getting a DS emulator or something. But also, like, I want to be able to play them, and the Switch is the perfect console for that.
And then we could do like all the cool trade shit with other Switches or whatever.
Yes.
Like, we wouldn't have to be stuck to an emulator. We could transfer all our boys over to the newest games and everything. It'd be nice.
This is true. Yeah, that'd be really dope.
The 3DS has a version of it with the 3DS Virtual Console. Generation 1 and 2 are on there, but you can still transfer those Virtual Console boys to the newest game. It's so cool.
That's really cool.
You can pretty much play every generation of Pokemon on the 3DS now.
Yeah.
They're all available. And I'd love to see that same sort of care for the Switch.
It'd be so good. If they don't end up doing that, for whatever reason, if they just hate money that much, just Nintendo, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll probably eventually get a 3DS, and that way I can play them all there, if we don't end up playing them on the channel, of course.
At least from here on out, all the new games will be on, like, the Switch or an actual console, so it'll be easier to record any of the newer ones.
Right. This is true. That's why it's why I love the Switch so much. It's so easy to record.
Anything you want.
It's even easier than like the Wii U, because the Wii U had some issues recording it for some reason.
Oh,
footage just
and you could never like record the gamepad stuff.
Yeah.
Right, like that was always an issue.
Yeah.
Switch is different. Which is the only reason I'll never get a Switch Lite, because you can't dock
it.
Like, you can't record it.
Neither will I.
I also have a $300 console called the Switch, so I don't need to buy another one.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's just for people that are like, I gonna switch from the 3DS to the Switch, but I don't want to spend $300, and I'm not gonna use it on my TV, so...
Yeah.
It's probably good for, like...
It's good as a portable.
Yeah.
You know? It's a great portable system. I like the TV functionality, though, way too much to give that up.
Same. Switch is such a weird console for me, because I mainly got it so that I could, you know, like, have that functionality on the go thing. But, like, I don't go anywhere, so I don't really use it a whole lot outside of the house.
Sure.
However, I will say that it is nice to still have that functionality, because it means I can use it in my bed and waste time.
Absolutely.
In my bed.
I brought it over to my grandparents' house, and even though I didn't bring the dock, like I can still use it as a portable system and play any game I want to review later on.
Yeah.
You know, just at the palm of my hand.
That's great.
Or whatever. So I think it's dope. Joy-Con issues aside, it's a great little system.
Yeah, I still have issues with my left Joy-Con occasionally, but you know, Mr. Fuji.
Go ahead.
You got it. You got it.
You came to save me.
I hear the Minecraft villager voice a little bit in that.
Thank you, but I came here on my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother.
Oh.
I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of this tower.
What a good name for your house. Oh, cool. If they just take me there.
Yeah, thank God,
Thankfully.
right? Your Pokedex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokemon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it.
The Pokeflute.
You know what that means.
I don't actually.
Oh, really?
Sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. Try using all Pokemon that are sleeping obstacles. Oh, I do know what this means.
Yep.
Oh,
and you can catch them too. It's not just a fight. You can catch them.
We about to get thick, boy.
But we'll save that for the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, in case you have no idea what we're talking about.
Heck yeah.
I've been Aiden.
I've been Zach.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.